So, Cyberpunk 2077, Night City Wire has gave us a lot of things, all right? Most of the stuff was amazing, but there was one key thing that everybody zoomed in on when we first got a hold of this, and it has grown a pretty big following since those days, which was just a few days ago. Anyway, this is Neo Digital Podcast. I'm your homie, Jolly Dangerous.
And my name is Denonu. What's going on, fellas?
All right, so that thing is Cyber Judy. Her name isn't Cyber Judy. Like, what is her actual name? Can you pull up the Reddit page right quick?
Yeah, it's this here. Give me one second.
Like, her page is.
There you go.
Oh, Cyber Waifu 2077. That's the name of the page on Reddit if you want to go there, by the way. Cyber Judy has gained a massive following. Judy actually has a last name, but I forgot what it was.
It's not important.
If you just scroll down right now, Judy has become extremely popular. So we have the fan stuff. And hey, what is that website that once something hits on their website, it's popular. You know that website I'm talking about. I think it's something 44 or something like that. No, but yes. Oh, yes. But what is the other one? Like the other one, the one that everyone like. I think it's like something 44. Is it 4chan? No,
I know that's the older page like that, but
I think it's Rule 32 or something like that. Rule 44 or something.
Rule 34 or something.
Rule 34 or something.
I mean, that can mean a bunch of different things. It's not just like a popular website.
Well, once the fan stuff starts happening, like the not safe for work stuff, it's popular. Mm-hmm. So how many followers does this have currently?
This has, let me scroll all the way back up to the top, 1.5 thousand, 1,500 people.
1,500 people started this, right? And it's actually growing. Now, when me and Denonu, we were reacting to the Night City Wire, you can see that video somewhere. I think they removed cards, but link in the description to that video. Denonu latched onto this. Mm-hmm. And what was that you talked about when she came up?
I said that her voice actress sounds just like the voice actress who does Sombra, because the sound was way too similar.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone knows who Sombra is. If you don't know, there will be a picture of this on the screen who Sombra is, and we'll get to it. But so we looked up who the voice actress for Sombra was. Mm-hmm. Can you pull up her picture?
Okay. It is. I can get my mouse over there. Nope, wrong one. Oh, hold on, I'll find it. It's in here somewhere.
You had one job.
There we go.
There we go. It's ruined. The whole video's ruined now. Let's start over. You gotta cut tissue. Carolina Ravassa. So Carolina Ravassa does the voice of Sombra. Can you pull up the picture, please?
Of Sombra?
Yeah.
Did we put her in there?
It's supposed to be the one with her and Sombra in it.
Oh, that one. Okay, hold on. No. There we go. We got it.
There it is.
We'll find it eventually.
Yeah, eventually. So as you can see, if you go to her actual Twitter page, which also Twitter, her Twitter profile is going to be in the links below. So go there, share the love, say that, you came from the Neo Digital Podcast crew. So this is Sombra, and she's the voice actress for it. If you go back, listen to like a Sombra voiceover and the Cyber Judy's voiceover, she's so close.
Yeah.
And I don't want to stereotype, you know what I mean? Like the accent, but the accent is so close.
It's like the same voice, but just more emphasis on the Spanish accent type of thing.
Yeah. We're talking about Sombras.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So as you can see here, the voice actress obviously loves the character. I don't know whose hair came first, whether that's the voice actresses like who got her hair like that, and then they made Sombra, or is the other way around? Now, here's the other clue that this is actually Cyber Judy's voice actress. If you go and you see Cyber Judy, can you pull up the other page?
Which one? All three of them? Oh, of the...
Yes, the one with all three. Yes,
this one.
Look at that. Look, you can't tell me they didn't try to do that. So CD Projekt Red used mocap to do the animations for like the cutscenes in Cyberpunk. So usually, a lot of the times, most of the time, the majority of the time, the animators are using the actual facial model of the person that's actually voice acting the character. So they'll do things they'll go as far as like model the face, the hair, just certain attributes of that person for the character model. And as you can see here, there's so many clues here. Look at Carolina's picture. Look at Sombra's picture. Look at Cyber Judy's picture. She has the purple highlight. Why did they choose purple highlight?
Yep, that's what I said in the video.
Look at the cybernetics. She has the cybernetics on her head, just like Sombra. The pose, literally like the head pose is the exact same pose that she's doing on Twitter. Look at that. The eyebrows, the same, on fleek right now. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me that ain't her. So, I had to do it.
Well, before you get that, let me explain. Before we made this video, as a matter of fact, in the Night City Wire video, you can see me staring off at another monitor because I was trying to find out who her voice actor and stuff was, and trying to find out if there was any way we could search Google or pull up the list of voice actors for Cyberpunk 2077 and find out who this character's voice actor is. And you cannot find it anywhere on the internet. I've searched Google, any page, IMDb page for the game. Judy's voice actor is not listed at all. You can spawn Keanu Reeves, V, the black gangster guy, everybody else, but not hers, and maybe a couple of other people. So it's just incredibly weird. So we were like, wait a minute, let's dive a little bit deeper and just, let's just straight up and ask her one way or the other. So
yep. Now, Cyber Judy is also somebody that you can form a relationship with in the game. So just putting that out there. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's just a cool feature, and you can actually have your cyber waifu. So yeah. So because I was so interested, I need to find out who it was. Denonu tried his best, and I was just like, fuck it. I gotta ask. I gotta ask. So if you pull up my Twitter page, oh please, sir.
All right.
I had to do it. At Carolina Ravassa, I just seen at CD Projekt Red's #NightCityWire event for the at Cyberpunk game. And this Cyber Judy character sounded very familiar. Just wanted to see if it was you. So this was her reply. I can neither confirm nor deny. Come on now. Come on. Now, see, I don't know about the comment thing, like the shooting star comment. I don't know what that means. I feel like it's something cryptic, or that could just be like her calling card, but I don't know. Maybe that means something. If you guys know Twitter lingo out there, let me know if that means something. I don't. I'm a millennial. I don't know anything about Twitter like that. So I replied, like I was telling Denonu, I'm an actor, right? So I know that if I have an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, I know that I cannot offer up any information that they will not allow me to offer up.
Mm-hmm.
And if I were to be asked that question and I didn't want to lie, that would literally be my answer.
That's
There's been a few
response.
things where, there's been a few things that I have done, some Sony stuff that I had auditioned for, some AMC stuff that I have auditioned for that I was not allowed to say that I auditioned for it. So when people asked, I literally said I can neither confirm nor deny that I ever did any of those kind of auditions. And it just pretty much tells you right then and there.
Yeah.
It's like it tells you, yeah, without getting into it, yes.
Yeah. You can't confirm that it's yes, but if she didn't outright and say, no, that's not me. It's a cool likeness though, or no, I didn't do any voice work with them. She would explicitly say no. Why say anything different other than that? So,
I mean, all speculative, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that this is her. I'm not, because I don't want to take away from the work of somebody who actually did it. Like if she didn't do it, but if whoever the voice actress is who actually did this, thank you. And I would love to know if who you are, so that way we can flood your inbox of nothing but hearts and gifts and things like that. Or is it gifs? I don't know. I forgot what the guy said to call it, gifs or gifs, whatever.
I think it's gifs, like the peanut butter.
Yeah, I think it's gifs. Yeah. So hey, more power to you. And if it's Carolina, I think the GIF that I put more than speaks for itself. But anyway, go show her some love, though. I think she deserves more, especially a lot of the voice actors that do these kind of games. I don't think they get enough credit for what they do. They bring these characters to life, and typically when we're playing a game, we don't really realize how like in depth we are with the game. Is that we consider that, oh, the gameplay is amazing, but more times than not, what really pulls us in is the acting. Yeah. Acting really plays a part in these video games. So even if she didn't do it, go show her some love anyway to her Twitter. That's also going to be in the links below. Yeah,
she did great work with Overwatch and all those voice clips from in the game, and even in the animated trailers and stuff that Blizzard and stuff puts out. That's like AAA top notch quality. So definitely deserves it. But it was just way too similar, man. Way too similar. It's why do they have the same haircut? Why do they have the same color hair? Why do they got the cybernetics? Like either maybe if it's not her, maybe CD Projekt Red is like, oh, they're a fan of the character Sombra since she's a altered, cyberized person, and maybe they liked her look and then just made the character and chose somebody who sounded like her. Maybe it's like an homage type thing, but they just don't want to confirm it. But it's all the things line up, and the fact that we just can't go on the internet and find out who our voice actor is. Incredibly weird about that. So it's like maybe they're saving her reveal for maybe like when the game comes out, or maybe another trailer or Night City Wire thing down the road or something. Something where they can promote it and be similar. Like, oh, look, here's this character. She also did the voice for Sombra or something. And maybe they can do some marketing with that to draw in, Sombra fans and Overwatch fans to their game or something. So could be.
Maybe. I feel like sometimes a lot of voice actors are not accredited for certain roles. I don't know why. But it's like that in some games. Like I remember Steve Bloom, a few other people, like one of my acting coaches, she was Cortana in the Halo, remember the Halo animated series? Well, it was an animated series, it was like an animated movie that had different episodes.
Yeah, Halo Legends or whatever it was called.
Halo Legends, yeah, she was Cortana in that. And
you should give her a thank for me. I love that episode where Cortana talked about humanity and all of that shit. That's one of my favorite things from that. I love that shit.
Bro, I already bum rushed her. Like when I found out the next day, and she had been coaching us for a while, like maybe almost 3 weeks at that point. And I had bum rushed. I'm like, why did you not tell me that you were like I was serious, dog. And she just started laughing, dog. She's done like 84 something projects. So being Cortana was like nothing for her. But yeah, I already did my whole fan place thing with her. She knows it. But a lot of people don't get a lot of the voice actors just aren't accredited for some reason, and they don't really say it or bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes it's to avoid putting certain attention on one character, or if that character's role is so small that it's not really integral a part of the story, it's just not accredited until like the game comes out and you see all of the credits like on IMDb, stuff like that. Or sometimes they just consider that character's like such a small role that they consider like a background character.
Well, I've always figured it was like movies where you may have a voice actor or something, or a regular actor do something, but if, let's say, they do the role but they don't like it or something, they use pseudonyms or some other kind of alternative name or something, or if it's something that they're really not proud of, they'll just be like, they'll do the role under a different name and they'll be like, no, I just didn't do it, or something like that. That's what I've always figured it was, because why wouldn't you want credit for something you do if you unless you were ashamed of doing it, or you didn't want to be typecast as that particular type of voice actor, because it's just like actors where you don't want to be the action movie star all the time and stuff like that. So that's what I always attributed it to, because why wouldn't they give you credit? I mean, how would it hurt the game makers or the video game
credit
people?
Thing,
or the voice actor
with
people?
The credit thing, if there's a lot of if there's like a hell of a lot of voice actors who do stuff, so there's something called a yada 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 group. And yada 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 groups are like the groups that I think it's called yada yada yada, or it's like another like onomatopoeia.
And that's the actual name of it? Because I thought you were just like, like just naming something random, but that's the name of the group?
Yeah. This is like literally a group of people who walk around a mic and that's what they say. They'll say like little syllables like that, and it makes the crowd sound. So that's what you hear, like when you're in Assassin's Creed and you're walking around and you hear people talking, but you can't make out what they're saying.
I thought that was just different voice actors just talking different lines, and they just overlay them to make it seem like a conversational sound.
French and Italian. Okay, who's got her? If it's not being said by one of the stars.
So it's just like 4 or 5 people just going yada 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 yada.
Mm-hmm.
That is so.
And they're walking.
You are destroying the reality that the game is presenting. Good. That's so shitty. Yada 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 yada.
It's not destroying it. It's not destroying it. It's like when you go into a game, you start appreciating what goes into the game. Like that's when I saw that, that's how I started appreciating, like, wow, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, like all the different sound effects and everything. And I could, never mind, I ain't gonna ruin that for you, but there's, so that group that walks around the mic, when they talk, a lot of times those voice actors don't get accredited because they're in and out jobs.
Oh, so they're like 10 positions almost. Well, we just need you to do this, and
that's it. And every now and then they'll have one person in that crowd say a few lines that will then be added over on top of that to make it sound like a conversation. Or they'll have dialogue between a few characters to have those one-offs, so that way, it sounds like you can listen in on conversations.
Yeah, you make out one conversation, but everything else is yada yada yada. I get you. Exactly. I see what you're saying.
Exactly. And sometimes when they're coming in, those pay like maybe $64 an hour, or not an hour, but per session. And $64 for that session could be like 8 hours of doing lines. But you'll never get accredited in that, because if they had to accredit every person that spoke, then it would be nothing but a list of credits for no reason. So you got stuff like day players. You have stuff like key talent. But that's like mostly for like film and television. And if the key talent here is like the black dude that's in the car that you're getting information from or missions from,
the main character,
one of the voodoo,
so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. So like the main guy in the Voodoo Boys, he probably isn't accredited either. If they're just a character that you just interact with for those few lines. And it could be that they just don't put out a lot of information about who these characters are, because they don't consider that important right now. If they don't think that it will be like a major draw to their game, then they just like avoid it until the game comes out.
And then you see their names in the credits.
Mm-hmm. Or a lot of the times when voice actors get, just like any other actor, gets information, like say, you're going to be doing this audition or you're going to be doing this job or this gig, usually they have to sign a NDA.
Yeah.
And those NDAs state that you cannot talk about anything that you see or do here on social media. And that could be all the way up until the product is produced. Yeah, which is a movie, game, or whatever. Now, those people that you find out who they are, it's because the production company already stated who they are somewhere for public knowledge, and then that just gets leaked, but it didn't come from the actual voice actor themselves.
I get you. And that's what I figured, something has to be going on, because otherwise, why wouldn't they just say, oh, here's the list of this character and here's their voice actor? So I figured it was something like that, because that's the way most things are set up.
Yeah. And that's probably what's going on here. So, I mean, it's too similar. The poses, the hair, the cybernetics, the accent, it's just so similar, man. I don't see why it's not her.
Yeah. Especially with her comment back to you on Twitter like that. It's not confirming, the guilty, but it's you're not explicitly saying, no, that's not me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I love the comment. I love it. Like I got so much respect for that comment. And for her, it's like, yeah, I understand. That's exactly what I would say. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think this is the voice actress for Cyber Judy?
And if you guys have any comments, where's the rest of it? Come on.
Huh? Comments? Oh. If you guys want us to react, is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about?
No, that was my line. If you guys have anything else to say about the video, leave it in the comments below. You messed it all up.
Leave it in the comments below. Oh, yeah, man, look, if you made it this far, you guys are amazing, all right? That's some king or queen shit right there, whoever you may be. And if you made it this far, code for this is Big Booty Cyber Judy. Put that in the comments below.
All right, YouTube. Yeah. And if you want us to react to anything specific on YouTube, whether it be another video, memes, video games, anything at all really within YouTube's, guidelines in terms of service, let us know down in the comments below. And we will catch you guys in the next one.
Hey, subscribe, hit that bell icon, because we're going to be putting out more content for you guys.
Damn right. I think we're going to be putting up tons of Ghost of Tsushima content in the near future.
That's next.
That's next.
Ghost of Tsushima, yep.
All day, every day, multiple days a week.
I mean, I won't say every day. I am black, so like that's
you lazy son of a bitch.
I am. I can't help it. I can't help it. I love fried chicken and watermelon. It consumes my time.
As it should. As it should.
As it should, because it's delicious.